Hi guys, welcome to the follow-up video to Ponding with Mr. Yeates. This is the pond dipping bit where once, obviously if you left your pond to settle for sort of 3 or 4 weeks, hopefully you will find some signs of life in it. So when approaching the pond, normally you don't want to make any sudden moves just in case there are frogs and things like that in there if you're lucky enough to get newts and frogs and all sorts. My pond, for example, here, there is some life in it. There's quite a lot of life in it, and what's in there, if grab the camera here, is something called, I don't know if you can see them, just those little specks, right? That is called either glassworm. Sometimes they have lots of different kinds, glassworm or phantom midge larvae. So these are basically baby midges, and they're going to bite you eventually. But the great thing is that they act as food for obviously aquatic creatures, like fish, for example. You'll find these all over the world, actually, fish and other aquatic creatures. But when they become midges and they're flying in the air, and when they're not biting your ankles, they provide food for dragonfly, birds, and bats, for example. And dragonflies have the best hunting completion rate of any creature on Earth. They always intercept their prey. So when they're flying through the air and they see something, yeah, that's what I want for my dinner, they will just work out instinctively where they're going to meet that prey and eat it. They never ever fail. That's dragonflies, absolutely amazing predators. So when this larvae becomes a fly, they spend most of their time actually as a larvae in the water. They spend very little time in the air, but they will be getting eaten by bats, birds, and dragonfly. So they are phantom midge larvae or glassworm. Another way, give that back to Mrs. Yeates there, another way that you can inspect them if you can't get close to them is you can use a net. And obviously my net, this is for a paddling pool, to clean it out, is too big, but you can make it out of basically a pair of tights round a metal coat hanger. But you might have to get an adult to do that because metal coat hangers can get quite sharp at the ends. But you put your tights round there, you know, tie the legs off or what have you, and then put it around a stick, and you can make it. Or what I'm going to do here just quickly is I've got a little an old cup, an old mug, okay, and I'm just going to put that into the water, and I'm going to put it into a little tray here. And then I can have a look much more closely and in the sun at that mosquito larvae. There you are. Not mosquito larvae, midge larvae. Phantom midge larvae. There you go. Quite interesting just to see how they act. In fact, my pond is full of it. So if we go, I don't know if you can see this, but if I go right down there, you can actually see them there, look. So this pond, put in just a few weeks ago, is providing life for these guys, but also providing food for other creatures in the water and when they come out of the water as midges. So if you guys want to have a look at the ponding sheet, the mini beast sheet, it'll tell you the sort of things you might find in your nature pond, from spiders, beetles, snails, midges, larvae, newts, frogs, tadpoles, all sorts of things that are in there. Don't be down if there's not a lot going on. Nature will be using your nature pond. We just don't always see it. I've seen a lot of bees, honeybees, dipping in and out. I'm not sure if they're feeding on the larvae. I really don't know. They go down quickly and come out again. I'm not sure. I can't quite see. But leave it going if you can, and see what comes over in the next few weeks. But use that sheet to see if you can identify what you've got inside, lurking in the depths of your nature pond. Okay, happy pond dipping, guys. And if you want to send me some pictures or some videos of what you've been doing, if you send it to syates@beckthingsacademy.org, I'd love to see them. You take care, guys. Happy ponding.